Hey guys, welcome back to the Think About It podcast. I'm Nisi. I am so excited to have a safe space to speak our truth or to find it. So come on in for however long I have you here or however long I have your ear. And let's think about it.
It's dead.
If you're not putting no thinking behind that face, baby, you're not getting nowhere. And whether you want to hear it or not, baby, that's the truth.
And if you say you have faith and you're not putting the work in, you don't have faith.
You don't.
Because like you said, faith without work.
She told that, I'm just gonna have faith. I'm gonna pray on it. God give me a job, or God give me a man. But God sent you plenty of opportunities. He sent you the first
Come
time.
on.
He sent you things, but you're not seeing it because that's not what you want. You don't want to put in the work to get it. You want everything just to hand it to you. Put in the work. Show him this is what you want. Show him this is what you deserve. Once he sees you put in the work, he's more likely going to give it to you because you know what? She deserves it. She put in the work to get it. Makes no sense to me. It's like me. After you get what you want, my thing is after you get what you manifested for, ask for discipline to keep it and wisdom to multiply it.
Come on! You was giving the girls what they needed then.
Girl, look, because they need to understand.
She's giving the girls what is needed, okay?
Hell no. Lord bless my hustle, multiply my income, and elevate my mind. Okay?
Hey, come on.
Go ahead.
Leave her with a little 1-2 before you go.
Look, y'all, I ain't gonna tell you nothing else. Ask God for exactly what you want. Mm-hmm. Don't just ask for a hustle. Have him bless your hustle. Multiply your income and elevate your mind.
Yes. And make sure that hustle, whatever the hustle is, you asking that to go on good soil. A lot of times we ask for stuff and it don't go nowhere because you put it on in bad soil. Make sure whatever that's going into it, you asking God for good soil so he's able to multiply it, right? So that seed is good, the soil is good. So whatever come about that apple gonna be one of the tastiest apples you ever had in your life.
Amen. And be careful who you asking for certain things. Don't just put it out there, I want a good man. Be precise. I want a good job. Be precise. Because you may not be asking God for that. You could be asking the devil for that. You need to put a name behind that.
In the name.
Put a name behind
in the
what
name.
you asking for.
In the name.
Precise.
Come on.
All right, boo.
I love you.
Love you more.
Bye.
Boo.
Bye, boo. Y'all, she was preaching to y'all. Stop playing. Quit playing. All up in the bank with the pretty face. Then if it, I ain't know that because my money ain't. Wait, let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the king? No albums out? Said my money's so tall, but my Bobby's gotta climb it. Tony Mata and Dirty Wine it. And I really, I don't give a F-U-C-K. Forget Barbie. Come on, she's safe. Just 'cause another career, it's a mile day. Besides, they can't stand beside me. Menage Friday. Pink weed. Nigga with legs. Look at the you left up. This is what you. I'm another monster. Listen, the barb, baby, I'm a barb. It is what it is. I'm a barb, okay? Like, stop playing with me. The barb girls gets bars every time. Like, if you a real barb, you gotta have some type of like movement or body language. Huh? That gets barred, baby. Like, I'm a real life barb. I remember y'all when I used to rap growing up, and people used to be like, "Oh, you think you Nicki?" And they used to offend me because I'm like, "Girl, I might thought, but yeah, I did." Like you thought. I really did thought I was that girl. I really thought, honey. What you thought, honey? To the point where obviously if y'all know, I'm not even gonna tell you. Well, okay, I'm saying my Facebook name should tell y'all who I thought it was. Nisi Lewinsky. I'm not talking Monica. I'm Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Ninja, Nicki the Boss, Nicki the Holojugo Barbie. Like, I don't even know why you girls bother at this point. Like, give it up. It's me. I win. You lose. Y'all. I was a real bar, and I'm still a real bar. What you thought? All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. What's good? What's good? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Think About It podcast with your girl, Nisi. That was the intro, wasn't it? All right. First off, if you're listening on audio, you're probably not going to hear it because I did not record it on the audio, but I did record it on YouTube. So y'all heard it. Y'all heard my cousin, honey. She was going off. Sis was going off this morning. I love you, Juju. She was going off. She gave it to the girls this morning, honey. She know I love those type of conversations. I like deep conversations. I really, really do. She like the only Virgo I love. She really is. Like the Virgo girls, that's like the only girl I love. That's my baby. Hey, baby. Welcome. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Think About It podcast. Like I said, y'all, we is back. We here. What's good in the hood? What's popping? Y'all, we in December now. We're in December now, y'all. January is literally a block away. Literally. What? Like, it's not making sense, y'all. 2023 said, baby, she is gone. She don't have time for the bullshit. And then on top of that, y'all, she really gone. With this whole Diddy thing, wrap it up, okay? It's giving really and truly too much. It's too much. Y'all, happy Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. Christmas is right around the corner. What's today? Today is the what? 8th, is it? It's okay. So, well, y'all know I'm pre-recording, but we're going to say today's the 8th. Y'all, Christmas is around the corner. Can you believe it? I feel like I promise y'all, I still feel like it's like August, September, but it's giving like as much as you think it's August, September, baby, it's time to get up out of here. Sister, I don't care what you think it is. Like, it don't matter. People like, oh, we close in like 5 minutes. The people, the customers be like, what? Like, I thought it was just 7 o'clock. Bitch, I don't care what you thought. It's 9. Get up out of here. Wrap it up. Mm-hmm. So I hope your Christmas, your holiday is going as planned. I hope it is. I pray it is, y'all. If it's not, y'all, let's adjust. Okay. If it's not, just adjust. But I do pray, y'all, that again, I said this before, but I pray that your holidays is a good one. Truly, truly do, y'all. Y'all, this year has been lifing. Life has been lifing this year. And it's crazy because I think every time I hear somebody talk about what 2023 was, everybody's like, child, 2023 was a time. So y'all, inflation, honey, was one of the most important ones if you ask me. But child, between inflation, Krishan, Cassie, what else, honey? I don't know if y'all heard, like sometime early in the year, they said it was aliens that landed somewhere in LA, and they had videos of it and stuff. Not videos, but I think they said that videos. I don't remember, y'all. Listen, life has been lifing, okay? But y'all, we are still here. It's still a blessing. We still here. We still on the wake up list. We still on the call log, honey. God still got a plan. Hello. So has life been life? And yeah, but we gonna give thanks. Yes, we gonna be. But today we gonna be happy. Today we gonna forget about what life is doing because at least, y'all, we is still on the wake up list. Come on now, let's talk about it. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, so I want to apologize to the girls and boys on YouTube. I am so sorry, y'all. The audio was so bad, and honestly, I was supposed to check to see. Okay, I'm gonna end this right quick. You see how much I love y'all? Honestly, I'm almost positive when I look back at this. This is definitely going to look way better than that last clip because it was like 2 things I forgot to do before I even hit start. But y'all can hear me. Is that better? Y'all, I know y'all can't hear me like how I want y'all to actually hear me to the point where it's just me and y'all. Y'all don't hear the extra background noise. I found a way around it, but I just wanted to be more crisp. You know what I mean? I wanted to sound like it's just me and I shouldn't have seen that song. turn that song. Not with everything going on right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and just jump into this conversation. Well, first off, y'all, real quick. So, first off, I think last week's pod was super good. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Thank you, whoever, not whoever, but thank you guys, y'all. I'm gonna appreciate all my small wins, honey. We have passed the 100 subscriptions. We are now in the 200. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bring some more people in. People that's like minded like you though. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all here for a reason. And everybody ain't doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring people in that's gonna interrupt that. We don't need that. Okay? I ain't the girl that's in a rush to get to the numbers. I promise y'all. Okay? If y'all getting y'all little 1-2 juice up out of there and it's working for y'all, baby, I'm okay with that. Would I like y'all to like, comment, and subscribe? I do. I would. But do what's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be no crab in the bucket now. Because if you're doing it because you just want to be selfish and mean, you got work to do. Mm-hmm. If you feel like people not on the path that you want, and you feel like, yeah, I ain't even going, I can get it. Mm-hmm. But if you got people that's on the path or they need some type of, you know what I'm saying, give it to them. Now, sidebar real quick. I watched something last week that made me really have to say this because I don't want people to get the wrong perception of what I'm trying to do or who I am. You watch my podcast, if you listen to my trailer when I first started the Think About It pod, I said that I'm in my purpose. I am not a professional. I am not trained. Only thing I'm trained by is God and what He gives me, what He placed on my heart. I am in a learning process. I said that this is a journey. This is not a destination. So, your opinion may go against probably what I feel, what I think, and that's okay. Again, I'm not a professional. Okay, I'm not a relationship guru. I'm not a spiritual guru. I am just in my purpose, and I know that God is not the author of confusion. I know that God has in my purpose, to help others. I've to serve others. I've came to that understanding. So I am just doing things that feels like purpose. Okay. Sometimes some conversations, some topics I don't want to talk to y'all about. To be honest with y'all, I be wanting to be all lit and all like, but the way I feel when I have the conversation, sometimes like when I'm not aligned, y'all, it don't go as planned. When I feel like I'm doing what I'm doing, I mean, I know and I feel in my heart that I'm going in alignment with the big man above. It just everything just works differently, and I'm not in the point. I said it before. I'm not fighting with that man. I'm gonna lose, guaranteed. I'm losing that battle. So just want to let y'all know again. I felt like I should say it. I haven't said it in a while. I don't think I did. But Nisi is in her purpose. That is it. That is all. Wanna understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So again, y'all don't take it or leave it. Eat the meat, spit out the bone. If it's all bones, don't take nothing. If it's more meat than it is bone, take it. Whatever it is, if it works for you, good. If it don't, I'm okay with that too. I feel like, again, I'm just doing what I am called to do. The minute that God said, and I feel in my heart that He's saying this is not it, do something else, I would do it. Okay? I believe that purpose is also, it's easier to know what is purpose too when it's the things that you don't really want to do. Like, oh, bro. I don't, real tea, real for real deals, bro. I promise you. But why would I fight God? Why would I fight Him when I know what He's done, and I know when I'm aligned? I know it. I feel it. I see it. I know. I just know. Okay. Don't argue with me. Argue with your man. Peace. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead, y'all. And I was gonna go ahead and get into the conversation right quick, but I was going to say, even I'm gonna add this one here too, as far as me talking about me just being in my purpose. And I've asked y'all, I pray to God and I asked God for confirmation, right? I wanted confirmation. I don't want it to feel like I just feel like I got the right answers to do this or I have what's equipped because I'm not equipped to do it. But I believe that if you're following God, He would give you the tools and everything needed to build the car, right? And I asked God for confirmation to show me if this is something that am I on the right track. I want to be on the right track. And a lot of times too, when you are building and still in a again journey of building your relationship with God, but I feel like every certain steps become easier, and I feel like I'm still going. I'm not up the hill yet. I'm still getting up the hill. You know what I mean? So it's sometimes it can be difficult. It's not difficult. The accepting part of it is difficult, but when you realize that you are aware and you know for a fun fact who you serve and you know that he is with you and you know that he has something over your life and you know that he is working you and tapping you on your shoulder every day like, hey, look, this. So I asked him, like I said, to show me clear as day if this is something that I'm supposed to be doing. So last week, I want to say like right after the pod, I think it was the day that the same day that I pod, y'all. And I went to Winn-Dixie. The thing was, at first I was like, I don't even want to go no more. I was gonna go for like a carrot cake or something, and I was like, "Ugh, I'm not gonna go. No, I went for wine. And I'm like, I don't get it, And I said, you know what? Well, it just makes sense because like when I'm basically passing it, so I'm like, well, I'm just passing. I'll just go. And I parked my car. My daughter got out, and I parked right like a car away from a lady who, a lady had a lady and her baby, and she stopped me, and the baby at the time was, I mean, crying. When I say crying, y'all know babies like they do like a, and then they do like to the point where I don't understand how they don't bust their little tonsils the way they be. Shit, I almost choked. I don't know how they do that. That hurt my tonsils. But you know how they be crying to the top of their lungs. And this baby is going off. So I'm literally, about to I was walking and talking to my daughter at the same time, and she stopped me, and the lady goes, she goes, excuse me. She's like, can you help me? She's like, I've been out here for at least 45 minutes. She was like, and I cannot get him in the car seat. He just won't get in there, right? And in those, I didn't think. I didn't think. I was like, okay, let me help. Like, what? How? Let me see what I can do, right? And as I went, the baby is crying. I mean, crying, right? Didn't bother me. I'm literally like, nah. I'm, playing with literally like. I'm trying to, and every time like you're trying to put him in a car seat, he's like stenching. You're like, kids, boy, their strength is the Hulk don't have nothing on their strength. Oh, they be so strong. When I tell you, so the baby literally is like stenching himself, like don't want to get in the car seat. So I'm every time I'm trying to like, um, open his like, fold his legs up, like, kind of like disarm him. So I'm trying to like lift his legs. So if I can lift his leg, naturally his body is gonna like, kind of like go into the seat. So I'm trying to like get his leg, but he's stenching the bad boy. So I said, okay. I said, no. I'm literally like, I'm moving him at the same time, trying to get him in it, but I'm like, I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, it's okay. It's not gonna be long. I promise. Look. I'm like, come on. Your mommy's gonna get you out soon. You're gonna be in for 2 minutes. I promise. Not even long. Just come on. I said, come on. It's okay. It's all right. And I'm just like, saying little stuff. And as he's like, at first, when I tell you, he looked in my face like he did like a baby, no baby. He looked in my face, and when he seen me trying to help, he's like, you ain't gonna get me here too. Like he looked, he's like, like, oh, you think you're gonna get it? I'm gonna show you I'm not gonna, right? So I'm still like I'm literally I am calm. Like my objective, my only goal is to get him into the car seat safely, not trying to hurt him, I don't want him to, I'm trying to disarm him, right? So I'm like, still trying to play. And I'm like, all right. So I don't, something I said, I don't know. And then I don't know, like, I don't know if I was making like a funny face or I tickled him. I think I tickled him. But then when I tickled him, he got him. Once I tickled him, he's like, he was crying. You know, like when a baby cry, but they're trying to, but they laughing at the same time. They're like, ah, and then that cry turned into a laugh. So I disarmed him, right? So the minute he started laughing, I'm like, ooh, I got you. I got you. You going in here in about 2 seconds. So I kept, like, he kept taking him. So his cry literally turned into a laugh. So he literally forgot. He forgot that he was supposed to be all tough and supposed to be all hard, not trying to get here. Boom, got him in, got his hand in the strap. His mom got his other hand inside the strap. And no time when I tell you he was locked in and he didn't even know it. And I still stayed for a little bit too. And I was still like playing, like taking him like, look at that. We got you. And it was just, I don't know. Ooh, it was a feeling, right? And the mom continuously like, oh my God, not hate, I don't mean hate, but what is that? Can somebody tell me what is that? Like when you're talking about something and it's clear as day, you feel like it's a message or you feel like you just had a connection. What is that? What is that? Because the lady said to me, when I was helping her, she was like, you're a blessing. She was like, oh man, she's like, you're a blessing. She's like, oh my God, she said, think you said you're a blessing. She was like, God bless you. She was like, I've been out here for 45 minutes and I could not get it. She said, nobody could have get him in the car seat. She said, and then she's like, I'm 45, and she's like, this is my first time. And then she was talking, my mind said, speak. My mind said, speak to her. Like, my mind said, come back. Oh, I hope I'm making sense, but come back. Whatever her mind is thinking right now, or whatever she's feeling, you need words to combat that. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense. So when she said it, I said to her, I said, it's okay. I said, patience. I said, I'm telling you, you're going to need patience. You're going to need a lot of patience. Just take your time. I said, mine's about to be 15 and 5 months. I said, what it's going to take is a lot of patience. I said, you're going to have hard times. I didn't make it seem all pretty. If this going to be hard time, I said, in the hard time, you just need more patience. Okay? I said, take it with a grain of salt. I said, it's going to be a lot of crying. I said, it's going to be a lot of asking whys at some point. I said, it's going to be a lot of mama at some point. I said, but take it with a grain of salt. I said, because at some point, they're going to get here. And I pointed at my daughter, right? So all that noise and all that crying goes away. But we still need patience. Because now you be want to knock them aside their head for you think I'm fun to play with now. So you still gonna go through stuff, right? But patience. Hey God, it's the big God. You need him, you're gonna be okay. And she kept saying, thank you. And in that moment I said to myself, it was a feeling. It wasn't my ego did not take place, which is typically, and I don't know if that's something that me where, when I do something, I'm like, because I'm so competitive, right? Where I'm like, ooh, I did it. It was clear as day where my ego was like, she was none and void, honey. She was nowhere around, okay? And it was a different feeling. What's the ego feeling? It was what was that? It was what was that? And as I was going into it, I kept, playing in my mind, why did this happen that way? Why did this happen that way? I don't believe that I just came in my hand and I was just able to get that baby in no car seat. I ain't had a child in almost 15 years, honey. What? These new babies nowadays. Okay. So what was that? Then yesterday, I went into the gym and mid workout, and anybody if you probably don't know, but let me tell you, when I'm in the gym, I go crazy. I am focused. I don't care about nothing or nobody or what's going on. Now, if I see somebody that is doing something the wrong way and I'm able to help, of course I'm going to help, because why wouldn't I? Like, I would want somebody to help me. Like, if you see me doing something the wrong way and I'm wind up hurting myself, I mean, it's not your obligation to help, but I would hope that somebody help me. You know what I mean? I just try to do things that I don't know that I wish the people would do for me. You know, I don't know, or I would hope somebody do for me. Anyway, but working out, I felt this tap on my shoulder. It's a lady, and I was doing I was actually doing working lower body on on glutes on cable, and she tapped me on my shoulder. You know, I popped my AirPods out, and she was like, it looks like she's like, you look like you know what you're doing. She's like, what does this cable or this what does this exercise do? She's like, this is my first time back in the gym. Back my first time in the gym. She was like, I just came up with leg surgery. She was like, I just don't know what to do. Again, nothing in my mind, and it's so crazy how God works because typically on a Monday or Tuesday when I know that that's my work day, right? Even though I'm working out, but I know I'm on a time schedule. It happened yesterday when I was off. I had nothing to do, right? And my mind was just like, my mind automatically went into, okay, help us. That's what my mind automatically went into, let's help, let's help. To make a long story short, she got emotional a few times, and she spoke about how she felt a little bit embarrassed, and she kind of felt like uneasy because it's her first time, and she said to me that the gym is her last resort. She feels like it's her last resort. She said she showed up because she has no more resort. She no more resort to go to. Like, she's here because of whatever her health issue is. And all I wanted to do was to pour into that lady to make sure that she showed up today. That's all I wanted to do. That was my only, to make sure that she know that she can do it. Not for praise. I just wanted to know. So I said that to say, y'all, we're gonna wrap this up. I know I've been talking about this for a while, but I think God was telling me that I'm in the right room. Helping people, serving people. I want to serve people by doing exactly what I've been doing, every experience that I've had throughout my life, and I was obedient to it, right? It's those same things now that I feel like God is going to use to help other people as well. I'm an intentional mother, and I try my hardest to be an intentional mother. Intentional. I go against every single thing that I thought was how I was raised. I don't use that terminology, and I find ways. And that don't mean that I'm always right, but I'm intentional. The gym, I'm intentional on it. Speaking is because of stuff that I went through in my life, which makes me intentional on it. So I think that God was telling me, and He gave me confirmation that I'm in the right room. That's what I got from it. I know, y'all, it was long, but I had to tell y'all because I could not believe it, baby. Like, what? God is so good. He is so good. And when I tell you that man showed up as clear as day, what? And I feel like, y'all, that is another reason why your girl is in the room. Okay, so when anybody asks you, say, well, is she not? I'm not a professional. I'm God sent. I'm doing His work. Talk about it. And the minute He said He don't send me, I promise y'all I'm gonna back away. So y'all stuck with me until He says anything differently. Okay. So y'all, I know y'all, your girl has been talking. She's been talking. So we're gonna make this real quick. We're gonna make this real smooth. We're gonna make this real easy because I had this conversation before about self-worth. Okay, some episodes ago, a while ago actually, where I spoke about the importance of self-worth. Right. The conversation. You see, I'm getting better. She's getting better. The conversation today, y'all, is about the subterranean path of self-worth. The subterranean path of self-worth. Okay. And just real quick, what we're gonna do is, and y'all know, she don't be writing notes down like that. And today, y'all, I really don't have not a nickel of notes when I'm on the phone. Listen. So the subterranean path of self worth, right? The reason why y'all feel like it was also important, actually had three other conversations to talk about, or I was going to go from. So it was the subterranean path. It was gym body versus surgery body, and I know y'all when I had that conversation, y'all, I'm a snatch. Wait, you hear me? I hit myself. Oh, why I do that? Um, I'm a snatch wigs, okay? But and then the other conversation is why is discipline so hard? We're gonna get into those conversations, y'all. We're just gonna get into the subterranean path of self work. The reason is I do feel like it's appropriate. It is the end of the year, where people make these resolutions and these goals and stuff. Um, so I think it's just important, and it goes along. It's just fitting to talk about the self work or the self worth. We can either one work, worth, either way, it has to get done. The work has to work. And you gotta do the work to get the work. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Stop playing. All right, y'all. So what made me honestly and truly wanted to have the conversation is I was again on Facebook, child. Another topic came from Facebook. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Meta. Um, and it was somebody that I was actually friends with. Not really friends, but sorry, y'all. I'm not really friends, but on my social media, right? We could be. Of course, we're not friends in real life if I don't remember the person, but it's probably somebody I met or knew through passing or school, whatever. Anyway, so they made a post, right? And they said that the person said that I'm fasting for 30 days. For the next 30 days, I'm fasting. No, I'm fasting. I'm not smoking weed, and I'm going on a semen retention. That's what it's called, semen retention. I think that's what it's called. I think that basically means that either I don't know if it's you. I don't think it's just not having sex, but you do not release your semen. I would assume that you don't have sex, but I think I watched an episode with Kevin Gates, where he spoke about basically when he has sex with a woman that he do not release semen, right? So I don't know if it's the same thing where you just don't release semen and you have sex, or you don't have sex, nor you don't even ejaculate, like you're not even pleasing yourself. Does that make sense? So I don't know, but it basically has to do with a form of discipline, um, a form of discipline, basically, right? And the comments behind it was like, "Oh, bro, you tripping? Oh, you doing too much? Oh, I don't know what you got going on, but yeah, that's for you. It ain't gonna be for me. I'll never do it." Like it was so much comments like that, which made me realize like how something so good can be shadowed, outshadowed by something so bad, just like that, right? Now it's a joke. Now because you said it, right? People probably did have some type of okay. Well, that song like that song, and then when they read the comments, right? And what happens is I feel like your mind automatically when you know that it would be tough for you to even do, right? Or what it does is when you see something and it's funny, right? It's not just funny, but you relate to it because you feel the same way. You feel like, oh, I could never do that either, right? So instead of understanding or even seeing the beauty of what this person is doing, the quickest thing that we do is we shun the person, or this person is, or this person that, oh, it's just a joke, this person crazy, because so I didn't do the research, and I should have did the research. So if I'm wrong, please forgive me. But I heard like two to three times, where it was said that 1% of the world only, let me say that, only, keyword, only 1% of the world does the self work. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm playing with the pen. 1% of the world does the self work. Only 1% of the world does self work. So when you understand that perspective, first off, when you get that perspective of it, first off, you see how scary that is. It's also not it's scary, especially when you're in the percentage of actually doing work, right? So it's like it's scary because you can have so many people around you, right? And out of 1% of the world, you're probably the only one in that group, or probably you and one person, not one other person in this group, that is not applying, that is applying themselves, right? And your expectation looks different from the percentage that's not doing it, right? So at some point, one is either judging the next, right? One is either looking at this person this way, that person that, or that person that way. Now, the beauty of the self work, if you're actually doing it the right way, it should teach you how to not judge, right? Or how to understand how you're just doing a different type of work to compare. I'm trying my best to say it nicely, but you know, you're just doing a different work to compare to people that is just not doing it. Does that make sense? So depending on how far you are in your journey, right? And how you see things, you can understand and be like, okay, this person just not even, it is what it is, right? And you can you can maneuver through that situation differently. Or if you're not, you still got a judgment heart, you're looking at everybody and you still shunning them, which it isn't good either, because I feel like, again, that takes away from actually doing the self work, whatever. I think a lot of times too, when you hear or when you have conversations with people who isn't applying themselves, right? They have this narrative of you thinking that the person who's doing the work is better than them. I think that's also the reason why it should be more than 1% of the world that's doing the work, so they can understand that it has nothing to do with them. But that's neither here or there, right? So, like I said, the topic conversation, the subterranean path of self work. I see a lot of people, and it's a beautiful thing where I see now, I feel like the world has amplified or highlight the beauty of loving yourself externally. I hope I'm making sense, y'all, because y'all know I have notes and my mind is full. As my mind is full, I'm just talking. But I feel like the world, again, like I said, has this big banner over, this big banner over it, and it shows now how to love yourself externally, how to, make sure you are a bit more polished, and, your breast is more up there, and your body looks amazing, and you have beautiful teeth, and your lips are perfect. Now, what they call perfect, whatever. And your makeup is, oh my God, and your hair is just so flowy and nice. And the clothes you wear, oh my God, beautiful, luxurious. That's that girl. And that's the image that we have out there for people who are leaders of the pack. Really, really, right? Those are the leaders of the pack in society, in the social world, right? The influencers that has to look a certain way. Those are the leaders of the pack. The celebrities, those are the leaders of the pack, right? The famous people, those are the people that we look up to. When I say leaders of the pack, we are looking up to them, right? But if they were really the leaders of the pack, the suicide rate wouldn't be so high. If they were really the leaders of the pack, a lot of us would definitely know God more. And the reason why I say that, because if you were the leaders of the pack, you would not just be doing external work. The work would also be, most importantly, internal. I think a lot of times it's easier for us to deal with the external work because it's what others see. And a lot of times we live in a world today where we're only doing certain things because of what other people see. But the things that we're really dealing with is actually behind those doors when we close it, or when we cut that camera off, or when the lights go off on the ring light. Those is where the real work comes in. Then out of nowhere, you hear about a celebrity, that's all of a sudden in rehab, you didn't even know. But you're like, what? What? That's because the work that was needed was sub inside. I don't know if people realize, and I feel like is all the beauty of God is if He was able to just talk to us for real, and be able to just like let us know, look, this is why I do this. I did this because of that. It'd have been too easy. It'd have been too easy, and we don't live in a perfect world. And we live in a world of sin, so you got to do the work, okay? And the fact that you're even going to minimize God to something so mediocre is beyond me. That man is a smart man, okay? Y'all talk about Einstein, huh? Try God, okay? So the beauty of God is what I'm came to realize is if you realize how he how he forms things, right? When he forms or when a baby is in the making to be born, they start from inside out, right? When you see trees, the seed that flourish and bloom that beautiful flower or that tree was the seed that is inside. And what now the beauty of what's in of the beauty of the tree started from inside, right? The thing that keeps us going every single day, that gets us up and at it every single day, the most important part of our body is on the inside of us. When a person's getting married, and when the bride is getting ready to enter the room, the crowd is on the outside. She comes from inside, from the back. And she walks in and she makes this grand, and it's the beauty of it. Everything starts from inside. You notice a lot of celebrities today, I forgot the guy's name, I don't want to mess it up, but he was a very popular actor, and he was extremely successful, and he's not the only one. I'm sure y'all can probably name some as well too. And if you probably ask and find out the reason why, as much money as they had, you gotta find, on YouTube, you gotta find different words. He unalived himself, or they unalived themselves. It's because nothing that was dealing or they were bothering with on the outside. It was on the outside, they had the money to pay for it, to get it going. They got the money to do that. But they don't have the currency for the inside. Money is not going to work for what you need on the inside. Right? So, like I said, I feel like a lot of times people do not understand how important the inner work is to do. How important it's impossible to go from outside in. You have to go from inside out. You can go from outside in, but by the end of the day, you still gonna have to go from out. And a lot of times too, let's even speak about, appearance wise, right? A lot of times we get we put on the extra makeup, we put on the extra, the clothes, whatever it is that we do, we get our body done, whatever it is that we do, right? And a lot of times, you will see people, people that, for instance, that will go and, get a surgery, get something done, and when they get it done, they don't like it. They go back and they do something else. Then when they look at it again, they don't like it. Or something else, they look on their face, they're like, oh, well, now I want to go and get that done, right? And again, I'm pro do whatever the hell you want to do with your body. The thing is where is the why? Where's that why coming from? Where's that reason coming from? Right? A lot of times we do outside work thinking that it's going to help the inside. We say, oh, I just need to build my confidence up. But it's not a confident thing, it's a security thing, insecurity thing. And that insecurity stems from stuff that you went through with your mother, right? So you can have the best body there is, and Badiana, right? But the minute you get back in your mama, that same insecurity that you thought was gone because you got your body done, damn, it's still there. It's still there. So what do? You go and get another surgery to see if that's going to help it? The problem is never your body. The work that we really have to do is internal. The work that we really have to clear up is inside of us, right? And I think the reason why we don't do the work is because the amount of work that has to be done sometimes. Sometimes our life has been lifing for so long, and a lot of times people feel like, when people say, well, that's me, I'm just set in my ways. They allow themselves to believe that they're set in their ways because they know the amount of mess that they have to clean up. And by the end of the day, not because you don't deal with the work mean that you don't get a result from it. The result that you get is not the result that you probably gonna want, right? But because you're not touching the work, how do you expect a different result, right? If you don't touch the work, then how do you expect to get the change, right? I think a lot of times too, we don't do the work because now you have to be honest with ourselves. So a lot of times we're not as innocent as we think we are in situations, right? So it's better and it's easier to blame somebody and make them the villain because they've been the villain about 15 years now. I ain't gonna change this shit around them. I'm just keep getting my nose done. I'm just keep getting makeup on my face. And that's okay. But the thing is it's the person that bothers you, and I know that person. It's that thing that bothers you when you're by yourself. If it bothers you when you're by yourself, if it bothers you when you're in bed, if it bothers you, that's called inner work that's asking to be checked. Check me. It's impossible to heal a wound from the top part of the skin. You got to get inside of it, especially if it's a deep cut too. You got to get inside of the cut. You got to get inside of the sore. You got to get inside of the wound. Because if you don't, then guess what's gonna happen? You might be able to get that skin to lay on top, but then you wonder why every time you touch that area, it still hurts. Because the inside still is still damaged. Then at that point you're probably causing more harm than good. Causing more bad than good. And a lot of times too, depending on what room you're in, sometimes we know we have to do the work, right? But if we do the work, that means we gotta lose this friend for a minute. But don't have to be forever. But it's like I gotta separate myself from this person, right? And believe it or not, depending on what the work is, by the time as you really done with the work, if you really do the work, you'll realize, yeah, it ain't even no point in me going back in that situation now because I know what I know, and this is the reason why this happened. So why would I put myself back there? A lot of times people don't want to wake up. A lot of times people don't want to wake up from their narrative of the friction book that they've been telling themselves all along. And that's okay. But do not take away from the people that want to do the work every single day. We don't do the work because we want to do it. Nobody, let me not say nobody, because you of course you get to the point of accepting and understanding, okay, this is where it's at. But the thing is, before you get on that road, you don't know that you don't want to do the work because you don't understand it yet, right? But when you start to get on that road and you realize the importance of it, you're like, boy, I gotta keep chunking now. I'm too much in the game to go back there. And if I go back there, why would I go back there when I know the reason why I showed up in this room like that is because I was insecure? The reason why I showed up like that is because I didn't have my daddy in my life. The reason why I showed up like that is because I felt like, it was convenient for me. The reason why I showed up in like that in my life is because I had past trauma that I just couldn't let go. That's the only reason why I showed up like that. But now that I got that off of me, could never. Right? And I made a post. I posted on my Instagram yesterday when I was going into the gym. I had like a bunch of clothes on. It was super cold in Florida yesterday, y'all. So in Tampa yesterday, Florida, Tampa, whatever. And I was gonna make a joke, kind of saying like, basically like this is what I have to do to get out of the gym. And as I was gonna make the post, as clear as day, God said, the layers that you needed, right? Or what you needed in one level of your life, you might have to, or you might have to change it around for the next level of your life. What took you at this level cannot take you at that level. All right? So a lot of times we sit there and we say, well, God, I want change, God, I want a good relationship, or you know what I'm saying, I want to be ambitious, or I want to accomplish these goals, right? But you still holding on to stuff from the first level. You still can't let go of stuff from the first level. So why would God give you more for the second level? You just gonna wind up right back on the first level. And depending on what this is that you want to do, you might mess around and bring people down with you, right? On this level. God don't want that. God wants you to bring people up. Don't pull them down. So again, I think it is the every single thing in the new year that is to come, with 2024 and us talking about our New Year's resolution and our goals and so on and so forth. I don't believe that, especially when depending on what type of goals you have, ambition, relationship, success. I don't think that it can be done the right way without doing the self work. Doesn't mean it's not gonna get done. So much people out there successful and got money. They do. But that don't mean that it's done the right way. That don't mean that they have a peace of mind. That don't mean that they know who they are, right? You got celebrities that say all day like, y'all, and no shade, no tea, be the what do you call them? The Beehive, don't come for me. But Beyonce said, all her life she lived for people. She's now getting to the point of living for herself. In so many words, she's finding her self-worth. She's finding what works for her, not for nobody else, right? What makes her happy. And I believe that when you do the self-work, it's the way you walk into rooms that just shows that you did the work. It's the way you speak to people that shows that you know your self-worth, right? It's the way you are in relationships with others that shows your self-worth. It's the way you pull back from people who keep trying you and in your face and it ain't aligning, right? That shows your self-worth. It's the way you also teach others as well and give to others as well that shows that you know your self-worth. In order to know your self-worth, you got to start from inner, not your outer. Not your outer. And yes, your outer appearance is important, just as important as your inner. But the reason why I feel like it's so important to start with your inner is because then you realize maybe, I said I didn't like my nose because, my ex, when I was younger, he used to say stuff on my nose, or, I used to get made fun of or whatever. But really, I like my nose. I don't have a problem with people don't like it, but I like my nose. Then you realize that you're like, wait, that's a people thing. That's a person. That's a them thing. That's not how I feel about myself because I like my nose, right? So no, I don't need to get my nose done. Instead of, people saying stuff on my nose, I'm gonna get my nose done. Mess around, you do the backwards, you do the self work. You're like, well, damn, I actually liked my nose. I never really had a problem with my nose. You get what I'm saying? So now you could avoid something. You could avoid so many mistakes. You could avoid so many downfalls by doing the work internally before externally. Okay, nobody's telling you to walk around looking like I was gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because that would have been petty. Nobody telling you to walk around looking like Muddy Cat. Nobody telling you to walk around looking like you don't have a pot to piss in or window to throw it. Nobody telling you to walk around looking like a bum. Ain't nobody telling you to do that, right? But what I'm saying is to make sure that your inner appearance will align with your outer appearance. Period. Because now some of y'all got a good body, but y'all attitude so shitty. Y'all know the saying when they said, she got a body done, she still can't get a man. That's because the work internally wasn't done. Body has shit to do with it. She's nasty. She rude. She don't know how to talk to people. Okay? She's entitled. Okay? I don't like being around her for too long. She nags too goddamn much. Okay? Dude, not because you got money. He don't know how to communicate. Yeah, he got the money, but he not the man of the house. I still gotta ask him to do shit over and over again. He not responsible. He spend money stupid. He not focused on family. He not going the path I'm on. He trying to buy a bunch of goddamn shoes every week. Not because you got the money means you that boy or that girl. It don't. It truly don't. And the thing is a lot of times too, we, a lot of times we have relationships both, right? Where it's not a lot of times we have relationships where it ain't grounded on shit except for conveniency. Okay? He got the money, he want the woman, he could make it go with the money, and she like, well shit, nigga, I need the money. So now look, y'all two motherfuckers just dangling. Ain't standing on shit. Ain't no business y'all standing on business. Hell no, y'all not. Don't let me get Birdman out here, cause you're not. You're not. No shade, no tea. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to come for you. I'm just speaking facts. I'm just speaking facts. Okay? It ain't nothing. I was gonna say it's a lot wrong with it. I was gonna say nothing wrong with it. But accountability is also super important as well too. Because if you are at the place in your life where you know that you're supposed to be doing work, if you're at the place in your life where you know for your heart and your hearts of all heart that this is not it, that I'm supposed to be on my P's and Q's, that I'm supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? I know better. You know what they say, when you know better, you do better. If you're not doing better, you can't blame nobody for what you are not doing. You're not doing it. You're just not doing it. So don't be mad at me because I choose to do it. All right? And that goes back to the post. Don't get mad at him because you don't have the strength to do it. And a lot of times too, the same thing that people sit there and say, oh bro, I would never this and that. You really want to, you just don't have the balls to do it. Stop playing in my face. So y'all, everybody who is thinking about going on a journey, everybody who is at a place or at a crossroad in their life where they feel like, bro, I gotta start making some changes in my life. This is not how I like showing up. This ain't like, this pleased me and served me at this level in my life, but where I want to be right now, this is not it. I don't like how I talk to people. You get what I'm saying? I know I'm still holding on to stuff with my family. You know what I mean? I know the intimate relationships that I'm going in is convenient. You know what I'm saying? It's not held, it's not on solid ground. I know this about myself. I know that I'm still in this relationship because why? I got shit that I'm that I'm still holding on to. I got daddy issues, right? These are the things that you know. You get what I'm saying? I know that, I'm at a place in my life where I'm in my mama house and I'm ready to get the hell up out of here, but I'm too scared to get up out of here because, you know what I'm saying, now I got the responsibility coming, I got to deal with responsibilities, you get what I'm saying? But this is my comfort zone, right? Self-work, these are inner work that you still got to do, right? To realize the reason why you're showing up in that way, right? And when you realize the reason why you're showing up in that way, guess what happens? You either do two things, fight or flight. You're either okay with it, or you move on. You say, I ain't gonna keep doing this shit. So up to y'all. Again, I don't know how this conversation was. Please leave the comment. Let me know. Your girl was just talking. My cousin, like I said, y'all, we were on the phone and we were really having conversations as well, like just kind of like talking. So I felt like it was super, super important, y'all, to kind of put that in there as well too. Y'all make sure y'all, check the conversations y'all having with y'all friends and y'all family members. I don't be having conversation about just talking about people every day. That's not me. I'm not into it. Like, what can you do for me? And let me see what I can do for you. You know what I mean? Besides money, not just money. You know what I mean? How can I grow your mind? How can I get you to think differently? You get what I'm saying? How can I change that narrative that doesn't feed you today at the place you're in? That's how I feel. I think that's just it. That's just all. So yeah, y'all, if you, like I said, you guys, if you are at a place in your life where you feel like you at the crossroad, y'all, I ain't gonna tell you what to do with your money. I ain't gonna tell y'all not to put getting your body done on your vision board. That's not for me to tell y'all. Just make sure. I'm not even gonna tell y'all not to come into the gym. And yes, I said not to come into the gym. Because if you coming into the gym and you feel like, I'm gonna go to the gym because this one boy I like and I want to make sure I can stay out the gym. I'm not gonna tell y'all not to. I just said I wasn't gonna tell y'all. let's make sure that our inner, that the sub work that we have to do, that we are actually doing it. So your inner can match your outer. It can. Your inner can match your outer. It takes work though. The problem with it, the sub work, the problem with the work that is internal, it's harder. The thing is what, especially sometimes when you're dealing with external stuff, it's easier to see instant results, right? I can put makeup on my face and I'll be better. But that part, that heart that was broken 15 years ago and you ain't let it go, that's gonna take time to heal. That child trauma that you had and you still ain't dealt with that, that's gonna take time to heal. You being molested, that's gonna take time to heal. You being physically abused, mentally, emotionally, that's gonna take time to heal. That's gonna also take you having to be able to forgive, something else we don't want to do, to overcome that pattern, to overcome that obstacle. But I'll just cover it up. I'll just get my hair, my makeup, and my nails done. I'll be all right. I'll be okay. Until it's not okay. Until something else happens in your life. Until you're trying to figure out, well, why this not going on? Why everything in my life is just so, because it's work that you really have to do with yourself. And you blaming everybody, but it ain't everybody. It's not everybody. It's you. It's you. Y'all already know what I said. I said it earlier, honey. Eat the meat, spit out the bone. If it's all bones, leave it. Got some meat in there? Take a little bit. If it was all meat, eat it all up. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, okay? So, first thing first, let's go ahead and get into the, what did I say, y'all? What was it? Let's go ahead and get into the WAYDTA. Y'all already know, I like the little abbreviation. WAYDTA, WAYDTA, and the WAYTA, WAYDTA, WAYTA, WAYDTA, WAYTA. WAYDTA, WAYTA. Okay, chill. What are you done thinking about and what are you thinking about? So, y'all, let's go ahead and do the what are you done thinking about? What am I done thinking about? Yo, I'm done thinking that God can only work in partial areas of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, he gonna do this part, he gonna do this. He did this, you know what I'm saying? So, maybe next time he can do this. God can do the Bible said God can do exceedingly, abundantly, above all. That's what he said, exceedingly, abundantly, above all. Oh, that's what he's saying. He didn't say some. He didn't say some. He said I can do a little bit here, I can do a little bit there, and maybe I can. That ain't what he said. He said exceedingly, abundantly, above all. He said it and he meant it, and I believe it. Can do all things. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so that's what I'm done thinking, honey. I'm done thinking that when he do what he do and how he do it, he only gonna when he pop out about me, I believe that he gonna show out. That's what he gonna do. He gonna do exceedingly, abundantly above all. He said it, and I received it. And I'm standing on it, and I'm backing it behind it. Because one thing about it, who think for sure, he don't fail. When he said what he said, he meant it. So let's go ahead, y'all, get into the what are you thinking about? What am I thinking about, y'all? I'm really thinking about my preparations, for real. Y'all know I said last week that I am doing I did it. I want to show y'all, but I'm really, really, your girl is really picky. Not picky, but I'm like, my vision board is so personal, y'all. These are things that I think I said it to y'all. I'm not telling y'all what to do. Y'all can do how y'all want to do it. But what I'm going to do, honey, is leave my vision board to me and God. Me and God. But I'm basically done, y'all. But I still have like a couple of more pictures to print out. And I woke up this morning because I just did it yesterday. And I woke up this morning because I really want to put it like in an area in my room where I can just like see it every single day. So it's, I think I told y'all it's like a presentation, like one of those ones. So kind of like folds in and out. So I have it like right now, like on my floor, standing up, like just like in a little area. So when I wake up, I'm still like staring at it, but I need it to be up high, y'all. I'm ready for 2024. You already know. If you don't know, Kobe is like stop playing in my face. Like, don't play about me with Kobe. Like, I don't play no games. 8 and 24, 8 and 24. Choose one, anyone, it don't matter. I'll take the 24 one because that was his last one. But 24 though, you already know 24 is my time. I'm gonna show off for that boy. What you thought? Like, I don't play about Kobe. Like, this my Kobe year. This is my Kobe year. One thing about it, two things for sure. This is my Kobe year. I'ma show out. You hear me? You hear me? So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about my New Year's plan. I'm thinking about 24, baby. I'm thinking about going in. I'm thinking about going dumb. Huh? I already started. You know what I'm saying? But listen, the top of the new year. Top of the new year. I'm in the paint. I'm in the paint right now. What you thought? I'm not waiting for the paint to the paint ain't gonna dry on my side. It's wet around here. Sounds a little crazy, but you know what I mean, baby. I'm in the paint. That's what I'm thinking about. Y'all, I hope y'all getting lit. I hope y'all getting ready. You gotta hype yourself up. Like, what? I'm ready. I'm ready. Who, me? Oh, I'm ready. Yeah. I said it and I meant it, and it's gonna happen in the name of Jesus. Like, I promise you that. Stop playing in my face. All right, y'all, let's go ahead. Y'all, let's sum this up, you guys. Let's go ahead and end it with the beat of the week. Honey, what is your beat of the week? What y'all been listening to? What y'all been banging? Y'all into the new songs? Y'all been listening to the new songs, the new jams? Y'all, I don't know if I am. I don't know. I really want to start to honestly get more like, I don't want to be the old grandma too early. I want to be able to, still know a couple songs, still do a little. I'm gonna always the dancing, honey. I don't care how old I get. I'm gonna be that girl. Stop playing in my face. But as far as like knowing the music, I really want to know a little bit of music, not a lot. But I want to be. I want to have enough to get me through a little dance session. You know what I'm saying? Like I know the 1, 2, 3, 4. But y'all, my beat of the week, y'all. I ain't been listening to nothing new. I'm so. What's that word? I'm a creature of habit. I'm really a creature of habit. But next day, that's something I also have to work on as well too. Just trying new things, doing new things. You get what I'm saying? Spicing it up a little bit. But y'all, my beat of the week, y'all, is from real old school. Timberland. Not drop, not drop, not drop, not drop. Pat me through, chicken land, Timberland. Pat me through, Timberland. Whatever I say. Y'all gotta do whatever I say. Y'all gotta do whatever I say. Y'all gotta do. Y'all, if y'all watch You Got Served, like first off, if you've never watched You Got Served, you're living under a rock. You're living under a rock. You're living under a stone. You're living under a brick. Okay, a big brick is what you're living under. But the girls who watch You Got Served, you already know. Especially for me, y'all know like I dance of entertainment. So when I tell y'all, honey, I used to be inside there. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now drop. Y'all. The older songs, it's still bopping for me. The older songs is still bopping for me. I can still play the old songs and still get a good little 1, 2 out of it. What? So that's what I've been listening to, y'all. I've been in the gym, so I'm not just walking around the house just not drop. But because I'm in the gym, y'all know my playlist is very, 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 again, creature habit. So I have moments when I do switch it up. And drop was what I wanted to hear. Like it just gave me like that extra, like that beat was just, it gave me that extra like push to finish them hip thrust. Like ooh, now drop. It set it in place. It did. I love you guys so much. I hope y'all, and I pray that this pod today was one that gave good seed, right? and will be planted in good soil, right? So it's able to produce good fruit. Hello, somebody. I love you guys so much, y'all. Y'all already know, honey. We is gearing up for the new year. We're gearing up. Y'all don't wait until we get to the new year to start talking about, because once you do that, you ain't late. You ain't lost, but you late to the game. You know how my grandma used to say, honey, the earliest bird get the what? The earliest bird gets the, oh, if you don't know, you really behind the eight ball. If you don't know the answer to that, I think you should start, like, for real, preparing for the new year today, right now, because baby. All right, so before I say this, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know I might, if I do miss next week, I do apologize. The goal is not to mix next week. I do have family coming into town, y'all. But the goal isn't to miss next week. Um, I'm gonna say this right quick. That's the one thing I'm learning, is to balance family time and, I mean, work and play. I think I like work more than I like play. Just because I feel like I haven't reached that area in my life where I have a reason to be playing so much. But also, I'm also hard on myself as well too. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I need to work on that. That is something that to, um, I need help with. And therapy, y'all, is also on the agenda, right? I've done a lot of self work, read a lot of self books. I had a few questions that I've asked therapists, but I never had like an assigned therapist, like my own personal person that I can go to, and to understand myself more, to understand why certain things happen in my life. I'm big on that. I don't believe that, one person have all the answers. I don't have all the answers, honey. I'm just telling you stuff that I went through and I've overcame. Still trying to overcome some of them. And pray that I'm able to help you guys as well. All right, you guys, I love you guys so much. This episode was a little bit longer, but y'all already know, honey. I had to make sure that I took my time so I'm able to at least make it make some type of sense. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys so much. Don't you forget, girl. Don't forget, girl. Don't forget, girl. Honey, I need you to tell the Easter Bunny, honey. I need you to tell the elves, honey. I need you to tell Snow White. I need you to tell Little Red Riding Hood, Cinderella, the Mermaid, Santa Claus, okay? Miss Claus, bitch, and them funky ass elves. So this is the thing about a podcast with your girl, Niecy.